Hey, what's up, space fans? Deep South here. I've been sitting here thinking about what I was going to say about this video, and I changed my mind and just said, well, why don't I just say what I'm thinking about this video. I got a package from a very good friend of mine, Jason from Parker Ridge today. It's actually two packages. They came separately. And so I'm sitting here thinking about, what am I going to say? And so, like I said, why don't I just say what I'm thinking? I think everybody in this community's come across somebody that you feel like they're a kindred spirit, And with Jason, and I guess this has so much to do with the environment that we grew up in and the area we grew up in, that, I feel like I've known Jason all my life, or he's just, people understand when I'm talking about who's ever had that kind of friendship that they developed through this community, which is so strange that we can become so close to somebody over cyberspace, just sharing videos. Jason I've never met in person, but like I said, I feel like I could walk in a room with Jason and it's like I've known him my whole life, and just so many similarities and so many things that we have in common. But he sent me a couple packages, and I know what they are, I think. One's a box, one's an envelope, and I'm sitting here in right outside of it's actually a lean-to that goes onto my house that I've got to rebuild, and it's a potting shed, and I'm going to turn it into a greenhouse potting shed, kind of a sunroom thing, and maybe be able to set some tools up in here so I can work. But we got thunder boomers all around us right now, and so that's why it's 6 o'clock, well 6:30 right now, 85 degrees, muggy as all get out, but it's not really hot. It's a little, almost uncomfortable, but it's almost pleasant. It's kind of like there on that fine line between misery and okay. But so I'm kind of sheltered, and I don't know how the lighting is going to be in here, because I'm really not used to this camera's features on light, and I've got the porch light on just for some frontal light. Still messing with my camera techniques. It's a learning process. I'm gonna go ahead and open this first envelope up, because like I said, I know what it is, and it will be an aid for me in the second one. Jason and I both watched a video this week, which is really surprising how fast this has gotten to me. And it was a video from Wyndham Woodcraft, Chris, talking about his 3 favorite bushcraft knives. And I made a comment in there that I had never even seen a Mora knife in real life, let alone held one in my hand. Where Jason and I'm from, that's just something, it's not common down here. You're not going to see something like that. The only thing you're going to see remotely similar to it, as far as through my experience, and I'm one of those old time hardware store guys. If I see an old hardware store, it's a magnet, a beeline straight to it. And hardware stores and feed stores, or in the past, have usually been our general place to go and get knives. It's only been recently that we've got like Bass Pro Shops spouting up like Dollar General stores everywhere. But so before that, the only kind of knives you were going to find in our areas were case, old timers, which trades, but mainly case, and of course buck. Everybody had a friggin' buck 110 on their hip at one time or another in the South. Jason saw the video saw the video and saw the comments that I made to Chris that I never seen or held a Mora in my life. Well, that's no longer true, because Jason has sent me a Mora. And like an idiot, I didn't wear my glasses. and I'm thinking this is a companion because I'm an idiot. I don't know a damn thing about morals, and it doesn't have it on the sheath. Man, I didn't know how bad. If I wear my glasses all day long and then I take them off, I can't see jack. If I don't put them on and my eyes adjust naturally, I can read, but I don't know why I didn't wear them. I think I'm almost positive this is the companion. Here's the sheath. Here's the knife. And I know with most people in the bushcraft community that these are, as common as sand for us, or, it's just common. These are not common for us. So this was a very unique experience. And I can right off the bat see why people like this. I can see it a lot. I did some research, when I started finding out about moras. Actually, the only thing comparable I think down here are the Rapala fish fillet knives. I mean, that's the only thing from that area of the world that we get around here. But a friend of mine that I hunt with is from Sweden, and he gets some Mora knockoffs, and they're only like $1 a piece, and he says they sell them like right at the checkout stand, and they're like in buckets, and they're $1 a piece because they break them all the time, and they're just cheap knives. And that was the closest thing I've ever come to Mora, and this is a much better quality knife. And got to do the obligatory hair shave, which right out of the box or envelope, it's some hair popping sharp, man. Jason, I really appreciate this, man. You didn't have to do that, and of course you know that. We don't have to do anything out here. We just do it because it's in our nature. And but I had done, when my friend from Sweden had given me his knife, or he gives me a couple every hunting season. I did some research on that, and a lot of people, I've seen comments on YouTube about this hole and what it's for. Now, I think that they do make a belt attachment that goes onto your belt that you can slide this on, but if I'm not mistaken, people can correct me, and I know I've got friends from Sweden that watch this. If I'm not mistaken, and from what I read on Wikipedia, this hole traditionally is to go on a button for like on a jacket or coat, and you put it on the button and then slide it down. And I can see where that would work. And I've actually tried it on my hunting jacket with the other knife, and it does work. So, but from my understanding, that is the purpose of that. It's a buttonhole to go on a jacket or a coat. The reason I opened this up first, I spent a lot of time on that, but that's okay. Which is the best way to go with it? Here's the box. Y'all remind me to put my glasses on next time so I can see. Growing old sucks, but the alternative's worse, isn't it? I'm just grateful that Jason took the time out of his life to do this for me, because I know he's busy. We're all busy. I know I'm working every day. I took off today at lunch. I hope that I didn't have the addresses showing. If I did, maybe I can blur them out. And if you're I really like this, Jason. Really like it a lot. Thank you very much. Jason told me he had already gone and squared his spine off. Mine it's not a great 90-degree angle, but it's pretty close. I'll try it on a fire steel and see what it's like. I got some note here. I was kind of hoping we get some thunder, lightning behind me for effect. Stan, just something for you to carry for your fire starting pieces. I've kit in my may it carry the things on the path that provides you with warmth and comfort. Enjoy, my friend. And this just reminded me that I left something at work, like a big dummy, what goes in here. But once I assemble this, I will do a separate video. Oh, this is so nice. This is really, really nice. A leather pouch. Man, isn't that neat? Deer antler toggles. Oh, I hope this shows up good. Jason claims that he's not a craftsman as far as leather work goes, but you know, I've seen quite a lot of leather work in my time, and in my opinion, this is top notch. I think he got the idea from this when he saw some of my fire starting videos, and he sent this to me to put my my tins in that I keep my charred punk wood in. The stitching, not the stitching, but how it's laced in there. That's nice. And I like how it's tucked around. Jason, the stitching superb in this, man. You took your time on it and did a very good job. I know you want to know if my tin fits in there. But once I get this kit assembled, I'll do a special fire kit video. But this is it. I love it, man. I love it. I really don't have anything like this. I've got, and I'll show y'all one day, my little Mojo bag that my mom gave me years and years ago, and it means too much for me to take out in the woods, because if I lost it, it's one of those things that it'd gut me. I know that's what she gave it to me for, but I keep my very special things in there, my little totems. A headband that my dad wore in Vietnam with his rank insignia, and some odds and ends in there very special to me. It's my little Mojo bag. Jason, thank you very much for this. Still getting used to this camera. Going this way, going that way. Reminds me of Bearded Clam, Michael. If I look here, then it's, yeah. I love that video. I still go back to it when I need a chuckle. It reminds me, if y'all don't know the Bearded Clam, go check out Michael, the Bearded Clam. Look at his very first video. It's great. I mean, it's just great. You have to go check out that video. Highly recommend it. It's funny. You will get a laugh out of it. That's how I met Michael. And I was so impressed that he put that up to be his first video. That's anybody to put that up. You know, he's okay in my book. But speaking of which, I think he's in my featured channels. I know he was, but it rotates sometimes, and I had to take a couple off because when I was doing my 100 subscriber videos challenge, I was putting up whoever I was watching at the time in my featured channels, And Michael may still be there, he may not be. But if not, go to the Bearded Clam and check out that video. Jason for sure is over in my featured videos, and I'll put both of their links in the description of this. Jason, thank you very much for taking the time out of your life to make this for me and to get us both one of these, because I know you got yours at the same time. So appreciate everybody. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate the time you spend with me on these videos. Take care, stay safe, and stay strange.